Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Pets of the Mind. I'm Chriz, aka the Mole, joined by my trusty Google Pixel XL, Anastasia Lazerbeam,
Hi.
and the big dog, James Phoenix. He's muted, apparently.
Oh, whoops. Hi.
There,
Believe
there
that.
we go. There we go. And we're here today to review the PlayStation Plus games of January, which are still on the store now, so you can go out and check them out yourselves. These
Yep.
just are overall thoughts about what we think of this month as a roundup or what was to offer. I got the list. In case people wonder why I got my phone, I pulled up the official blog so we can have the list and stuff. Just to make sure in case I needed to fact check it, anything like that, or if you got some. First one I'll mention, because I'll mention them all, obviously, is Psycho Pass Mandatory Happiness, which is on PlayStation Vita.
Mm-hmm.
And the blog has put a little cross out through like a line straight through cross by with PS4 and just says also available on PS4. So it sounds like it was meant to be cross by, but then they went nah.
Mm-hmm.
Anyone play Psychopath Mandatory Happiness on PlayStation Vita? Pew?
Nope.
Fair enough. Which, okay, then next we have the Book of Unwritten Tales 2 on PlayStation 3. I haven't played that one. Anyone here?
No.
Nope.
Sacred 3 on PS3.
Nope.
Oh, nope.
Right. And in case people are wondering, this won't just be a coincidence. I know for a fact a lot of us don't play on PS3s anymore, or don't have PS3s anymore, and we don't have Vitas. So I figured get them out the way because there's always a chance someone's played them once from before they were Plus.
Mm-hmm.
Next one is a PlayStation Vita game, but it's crossed by a PS4 called Uncanny Valley.
I think I have played that.
Yeah, I played that too.
I did download this one. Basically, it looks all pixelated, and at least for me, it was fucking terrible.
It was weird. I didn't understand what was going on. Like, I guess he's at this like abandoned facility, but then when he goes to sleep, he dreams he's a homeless man running into horror shit.
Yeah, see, the reason I didn't like this from the get-go, or the reason it was horrible for me, was you start off on the floor for the longest fucking time, and I'm hitting every single button on the PlayStation, and I'm not getting up. I'm wiggling the sticks. I'm not getting up. Eventually, he gets up, and he can't seem to go anywhere. And I'm just like, this is terrible. This is just terrible. It's like I can't even play this game. But obviously, you guys may have played more than me, so I'll let you guys take it that way.
Yeah, I had that problem too, but the reason was because the control was on the D-pad.
Yeah,
That was what threw me off.
I got frustrated, and I just didn't know what to do, and I got frustrated, and it didn't look that great, and there wasn't much going on. I was like, I didn't know what's going on because I can't figure this out. So then, what can I actually involve myself with?
I'm going to say one thing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Which is completely off topic. I love your hair when it's wet, Pew.
You do. It probably looks horrible because it's like all flat and shitty.
No, I love it when it's wet. I absolutely love it. Like I absolutely loved that look on Tobey Maguire in Spider-Man 3.
Oh, fuck off. That's an asshole.
What did I say? But I like symbiote. No, but you managed to get further at least than I did.
I don't know. I kind of just gave up.
Yeah, I actually played it for a little while. I played it for about an hour. It wasn't that bad. Like I said, I agree. It was really hard to figure out the controls at first. But once I figured out, okay, press up to get up off the floor, and the sticks don't do anything. You have to move him with the D-pad like an old school, like an old school like NES game or something. I'm like, okay, so we're really on this control scheme. And then from there, it wasn't too bad once I played around with it a little bit. Like, okay, you guys like press up here to grab the thing and push it over, and then climb stuff. It's like, it took a lot of trial and error, but I eventually figured it out. But what weirded me out was I couldn't totally understand the plot that was going on, because basically you start off as what looks like this passed out homeless dude in an alley who's apparently not homeless. He mentions having an apartment nearby. And you climb over a fence, and then like you suddenly get attacked by these shadow things, and then you wake up in a different place, like a subway train, and then it happens again, and then the actual opening credits play, and then the gameplay actually goes with just this weird back and forth thing where, you end up at this facility out in the woods where this really fat security guard basically informs you that your name is Tom, and basically you've been hired to be the new security guard at this creepy abandoned facility, which they're mentioning, even Tom goes out of his way to say, like, yeah, I never understood, this facility's been abandoned forever. I don't know why they need security guards here. And he's like, oh, we don't question it. We just get paid. Like, okay. And basically you go into the facility and he tells you, okay, you're the new guard. You have to patrol the upper floors once in a while, keep an eye on things. And the game basically lets you explore. You can look at things. And then there's a timer, which if you push the R stick, time will pop up, and the timer will go off and say your shift is over. And then you walk through the woods to the apartment building where you have an apartment and you actually go to sleep. And basically there's different buildings and things you can go to. But whenever Tom goes to sleep, he wakes up back in that cityscape from the opening, where he seems to be this guy who was passed out of the alley, who seems to have, according to the police at the police station, one of them witnessed this murder. But the chief is like, yeah, but the police here are all paid off by the people who you're trying to report, so we can't do anything. And so you need to leave or whatever. And then you randomly run into creepy horror shit. Like after that, when you walk out, there's like creepy face sticking through like a double door, like, and then like a hand reaches in and grabs you and shit. Like, I don't know what the fuck was going on. It was weird.
Fair enough.
It was weird. It's so weird thing. I think it's supposed to, like, you're not sure what's actually real and what's not, because it does sound like if you like explore the computers in the building that you're working at when you're walking around, it sounds like they were doing some weird medical experiments in the building. So I'm assuming that's contributing to why you're seeing horror shit in your dreams or whatever.
No, that makes sense.
Maybe.
Yeah. It was weird because they show you the control scheme, and I don't think they told you D-pad moved. At the
No, I don't
beginning,
think they did.
which is the weirdest thing to have left off. But fair enough. It sounds like you had fun with that.
Yeah, and I also said, because they specifically go out of the way to give you controls for the gun, and then as far as I played, they didn't give me the gun, and I'm like, well, that just kind of sucks. I want a gun.
Nice. The next one on our list, which I'll just gloss over, is Warframe fans can grab a PlayStation Plus Booster Pack 2 starting January 16, which helps you started on your adventure in the Origins system. The pack includes 100 platinum and 500 credits, dual pistols, an obsidian skin, a 3-day affinity boost, a 3-day credit boost, and a dragon mod pack.
Oh yeah, Warframe, woo! No, I don't really like it, but it's okay. I played it for a while. It's all right.
Yeah, I tried that game. I was just like, I'm not impressed. It's fine because I think it's like a free-to-play game.
Yeah.
But I'm like, no. Next we have, I'll just this one because I'm doing them in order with how quick we'll probably get through them. Next one's Batman Telltale series.
Yes.
The reason we're gonna go through that one quick is because we already reviewed that. That's over on the gaming zone for people. So we won't need to go through all of this. But I like the Batman Telltale games.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're a lot of fun.
And the first one's good. The first one was Two-Face, or not Two-Face, and Penguin. In like this weird, crazy story. And I liked it where they actually involved the Waynes into the personal story, and it made you blur the lines between Bruce and Batman in a brand new way. And I'm like, oh, that's cool. I like that.
So there's Two-Face or not.
And of course, there was also another villain, the Children of Arkham, led by someone who I won't spoil who it is.
I think we say her name is Lady Arkham, but beyond that, we don't know exactly who it is.
Yeah.
I guess Two-Face or not Two-Face. Is that Two-Face if he had a Shakespeare theme?
Ha.
But no, like I believe your playthrough, he didn't become Two-Face.
He did not. Well, he was still kind of acting like Two-Face, just without the scars.
he still acts like Two-Face without the scars. The back computer still refers to him as Two-Face, but he's not. Let's face it, he's not Two-Face if he doesn't have two faces.
No, not really.
Well, technically two halves of a face, so really he's one face. But
He was
that's
one face.
That's neither here nor there. But like my playthrough, he actually got the Two-Face because I had the choice between saving Catwoman or saving Harvey, and I went for Catwoman because I'm like, no, Harvey's a dick. And then he gets his face burned. So I'm like, that's fine. Catwoman's okay.
No, what it should have done was made Catwoman have two faces, so it's Catwoman Two-Face.
Yeah.
Okay then.
But it was fun, and it is fun to be Batman, change up the color scheme, and do all the other stuff. So the Telltale Batman season pass is on there, which is funny. It's even funnier because I can go on the store, and I did, and add the season pass to my library.
Nice.
The reason that's funnier is because I didn't buy the season pass for one. I bought each episode individually, so therefore the season pass is still able to be purchased.
Nice.
So I'm like, I'm just going to add you to the thing, just because I can. I want to end the episode, but I'll just do it because I can.
There you go.
Next up, before we discuss the bonus game, is Deus Ex: Mankind Divided.
I played that for like a little bit. It wasn't really like I'm not usually into those kind of games, but it was okay. It was interesting.
Oh, fair enough.
Probably a shooter story thing.
Yeah, I mean, I like that game. Like I said, FPSs are not usually my area either, but that was actually really fun. Primarily because Adam Jensen is just a badass, so it's just fun to be him. And
it's not really an FPS.
Yeah. I'm only saying that because at the start of the game, when it gives you the options to control schemes, one of them is standard that blatantly says, "You're an FPS master. Here's the control scheme."
Yeah, but it's more of a stealth game and RPG mixed in with it than it is meant to be a FPS.
Right.
Sort of like Skyrim. You can go bow and arrow and you can do it sort of shoot it, but it's an RPG that happens to be first person.
Right. Okay. Well, it was still a lot of fun. I played through the opening tutorial levels, and then I went a little bit farther. And it was very enjoyable. It did take me a while to get a handle on the controls because of all the different abilities and augments and things that he has. So it took me a while to learn everything and what I could do. But once I figured some things out, and I did have help from, I was talking to somebody who had played the game, who was giving me a little advice, so that worked out. And so that made things a little bit easier, but it was a lot of fun learning all the different augments. Okay, I have the vision, I like the detect vision type deal. I can go invisible over here. I can drop down silently like this. I can do that jump in the air, that Icarus slam on the ground. That was cool. The spin around typhoon, kill everybody move. Admittedly, I try not to use that too much, only because I was trying to go through it as non-lethal as possible. I was using the sniper rifle with the trike darts, and I did manage to disarm the helicopter before Sing died, so I got a trophy for that. And then I was kind of going into the story a little bit once you got past that, and you were back in Adam's apartment, and he was talking to some of the characters, and you get to learn who some of the people are, and then you get to basically have free roam of the city, and you have to try to sneak into the building and avoid these guys and get your augs fixed, and a lot of really cool stuff. And I like the character of Adam Jensen was very appealing, and I like playing as him. He's very cool, and I like a lot of what he can do. And that part of the game is getting your augments fixed and rebuilding your abilities back, and all the interesting backstory. I didn't get a chance to watch the 12-minute Human Revolution recap video, but from what I tell, this is a very story-driven game. So if I do choose to play more, I'll definitely go back and do that.
Oh, is that only 12 minutes? I started watching that and I ended up turning it off halfway through. I'll admit, for me personally, this has the same problem as the first game.
Okay.
It's boring as fuck. I'm just going to say it. The characters are dull and cliched and just not even interesting. The gameplay doesn't appeal to me. I understand it's popular and there's going to be a lot of people out there that like this game. But for me personally, this was just the dullest thing ever. And I'm
just fair. Not everything is for everybody.
Yeah, as I said, I was just like, no, this is so dull.
Okay. I mean, it was really frustrating trying, because one thing I will complain about that game is it doesn't do a whole lot of telling you what to do. So there's a lot of you have to figure out what the hell's going on, and that can be very frustrating. Like when I got to the last part of the tutorial, where you have to jump off a building into a crowd of guys and disable a helicopter while optional mission keeping the dude that's on your side alive. And I was jumping down there trying to kill the dudes getting around, but you have like no battery power for your augments. So it's like you can't keep doing knockouts, and like the shooting wasn't working. At one point, I said, "The hell with it!" And I pulled out a pistol and I went lethal, and even that didn't really work very well. So finally, I got to the point where I figured out that if you get to the helicopter fast enough and just ignore the guys that disable the helicopter, Sing's life will be saved automatically because the mission's over. So that worked out easily.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, for me, I was just like, when I'm playing, I'm just like, I don't care. When like, now you need to hide in the vent. Now you need to use the smoke bomb. And all these people are trying to kill you, and you can take on different ways. Now, I will admit the takedowns look cool.
Mm.
But I was just like, no.
I can understand. Like, I tried to after I played it for like a bit, I was thinking if I could get back into it, maybe if I watched somebody play it or whatever. And I don't know, it was even boring to watch. Like, I don't know, it was not like fun to play. Cause I thought like if I got into the story, I'd go back into the game. Like really, but it didn't take. So it's just
I removed it from my console now.
That's right. Yeah, from what I understand, there's actually 2 games before Human Revolution. There's actually 4 in the series, but the other 2 were earlier on, so I'm not sure exactly how they connect in.
Yep. Well, I believe this one mainly follows the last game, which doesn't really need the other games.
No, that's what I understand. It's the last game was basically a summation of Adam Jensen is this this augmented guy. The augments were built based on him because his girlfriend was a scientist that invented this shit, which is why he's the one person the augments won't inherently reject. It doesn't need chemicals to stop the rejection, and some augments went nuts and killed all around the world and killed a lot of people, and now we're trying to recover from that.
Yep. And next up is the bonus game.
What's that?
Star Blood Arena VR.
Oh, I downloaded that, but I never played it.
I don't have a VR. I could not play that, but I did add it to my library in the event I buy a VR.
Yeah. I'll admit I played it. I'm going to say this game is awesome and terrible at the same time.
Okay.
It's awesome because you go in there, you're inside this like little ship mech suit thing that can fight, and there's different characters and stuff, which is cool. There's TV show hosts, like a fat guy in a thin alien thing on a floating sofa that tell you what to do. You can do the tutorial. You get to go against the computer. It's really fucking fun to do. The part that makes it bad is when you go to play online, you click matchmaking and you spend ages with no games found. Which means I'm guessing that's why they made it free for Plus, because that might help that, because more people with VR may download that and start playing it.
Right.
But I don't think that's going to have the effect they need.
Right.
But it's still fun, and yeah, you get to play like the different characters and stuff like that. Like if I click this,
I think I'm seeing the reflection of the TV in the background.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. You are, which is totally not RuPaul's Drag Race All Stars. See? There we go. I wasn't going to play all of it because we could get a copyrighted strike for that.
Yeah.
However, we probably won't because it's really terrible audio and it's part of the trailer and it's played through a phone with a reflection of RuPaul's Drag Race All Stars playing on top of it too, so the video's not. But yeah, that was from the blog. But yeah, that was just to show you what it was. It's fun, but it's nothing to write home about. But then again, it's a bonus game, so you can't really say, "Oh, yeah, it should have been amazing."
Yeah.
But then again, if you'd bought this game at full price, I could see you being pissed. Right. But how does everyone rate this month's Plus?
Same as every no, this is better than most months. I was gonna say same, but like no, this is slightly better because you got the Batman Telltale. That was cool. Usually it's like I don't care, like 9 times out of 10 because it's fine, whatever. But like, yeah, this was actually cool, something I cared about.
Fair enough. Over to Jim.
Yeah, I think it was a good month for the PlayStation Plus games. Like I said, Batman Telltale is an excellent game. I encourage everybody to go play it. Deus Ex is a lot of fun if you're into that kind of gameplay. Not everybody is, but if you are, it is a lot of fun to play. I enjoyed myself at the time I played it. I'm probably going to go back and play a little bit more. I do like that game. Just like I still have from last month, I do still have Deathstalkers, Darksiders, whatever that was, 2 on my system too, and go back and play more of that sometime too. But yeah, overall, that was a good. Telltale was good. As much as it was frustrating trying to figure out that Uncanny Valley game, it was fun to try. And I did like the old school pixely, 80s game aesthetic. That was a lot of fun. So that was it. It was like feel like a point and click type game. So that was a lot of fun. So as much as I did get bored with that very, very quickly because there wasn't a lot going on, it was interesting to at least try out.
If you like badly pixelated 80s style games, Jim, you need to check out the entire indies section on the store.
Fair.
Pew knows exactly what to talk about with that. Like, how many of them is there? Like, there's even one of GTA that's done in that style.
Yeah.
Wow,
which was actually fun. It's done like GTA 1, so and it's
the
fun.
top down, right?
Yeah, but it's fun. It's just it's way played out. If we're going to make it pixelated for style, I'm like, stop it.
Yeah.
Use graphics again.
Yeah. Said the guy who runs around in Mario Odyssey with the N64 Mario sprite.
Yep. That's not making the entire game pixelated. Just Mario.
But yeah, definitely very good. I mean, if I was gonna rate it numerically, I'd give it an 85 for the month, maybe a 90. Maybe that 90 is too much. 85. Stick with 85. It's a good month, good games, a lot of fun, and definitely worth going to. Definitely worth checking out if you're a game fan.
Woo!
Fair enough. For me personally, I'm gonna rate it in the middle. Batman was good, but obviously I already had that. But I'm not gonna rate something lower just because I already had it.
Yeah.
I think last month had better content. This one we had Batman, and the bonus one of Star Blood Arena was fun, but has the multiplayer glitch. Well, not multiplayer glitch, the multiplayer problem, which is problematic as it's clearly designed to be a multiplayer game. Like you know what I mean? It's one of those games where it's built around its multiplayer, not like tagged on afterwards. See God of War Ascension or what the fuck it was called, where they tag it on afterwards. Fuck that game. But yeah, basically, so Deus Ex is boring. I didn't like Uncanny Valley. I don't have a PS3 anymore. Vita games, and one of them was meant to be crossplay, but wasn't. I have to go middle because the Batman games were worth it. They're always at least fun enough to bring it to a middle, but. That's how I rate it for me personally.
I'll rate it as cool. It was cool.
Cool. Pew's now rating stuff in temperature, and that's the bottom.
She is.
It was cool.
Unlike last month, which was lukewarm.
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly. Last month was lukewarm. This one is cool.
Which on a series of temperatures, that would be lower. Cool,
be.
lukewarm, warm, hot.
I don't know. I feel like anywhere in the middle is not the best, but cool. Like if something's like stale, like like then.
Yeah. Yeah, but no, like last month we had like Until Dawn and stuff like that. And I'm like, oh my god, all these games are good.
Right.
But hopefully next month will be good, and we don't know what they are yet. Last time we got to reveal it because we did it at the end of the month because December. That wacky Jesus was born and ruined our entire schedule. 2,000 years ago. But basically, it was a case of but we plan to do these around the 20th of each month.
Yeah,
like the Saturday is closest to the 20th. And yeah, stick around. We'll do this next month because this is fun because we get a whole series of games and we all get to try something. And some months they're going to be multiplayer games, so we'll actually have something to play with each other too.
Yeah.
Yeah. And sometimes they won't be as shitty as that Kung Fu Panda game.
No, sometimes I'll be like that Rocket League game. You were like, that's never going to catch on. How did that work out?
Don't trust him for stock advice.
Yeah, he's basically like Alan Sugar when he tried to bring out a giant music machine, like it was like massive, that was going to be a portable music machine. At the same time, he then found out Apple was going to launch the iPod. He's like, that's too small. That'll never catch on. Without realizing that being small is its advantage because it makes it super portable.
Yep.
Oh, God. And the times he kept releasing a phone that charged you money to do emails on them after computers were already the norm. Then he released a third or fourth generation one and put games in it that charged you money to play shitty games that were worse than what you could play on this.
Oh,
At the time, smartphones were already out.
Oh, Jesus.
Great guy, hosts our version of The Apprentice, but he's not always the best at business advice. But yes, there you go, people. An Alan Sugar reference.
Okay, nice.
Yep. And yeah, I was Chriz, aka the Mole.
He was.
That was James Phoenix.
I was.
That was Pew,
She
Hi.
was.
also known as Anastasia Lazerbeam.
Yep.
I believe Lazerbeam is how it's meant to be pronounced in her original Italian language, and nailed
Sure.
it.
Perfect.
Yeah. Okay, peace.